Listen, your brain will always try to protect you. It will whisper, "Stop, it hurts. Slow down, you've done enough. Rest, don't push any further." But if you always listen to that voice, you'll never reach your full potential. The truth is simple. You have to control your brain or it will control you. When you're in the gym and your muscles burn, when your lungs are screaming, when sweat is dripping down your face, your brain will say, "Quit." But that moment is exactly when you must push harder. Growth happens only when you override the comfort signals of your mind. Your brain is programmed to keep you safe, but safety doesn't build strength. Comfort doesn't build muscle. Easy doesn't build greatness. Discipline does, consistency does, pushing through the pain does. Every time you ignore that inner voice telling you to stop and instead say, "One more rep, one more set, one more mile," you rewire your brain to obey you, not the other way around. Control your thoughts, control your actions, control your results. Don't let weakness rule you. Don't let comfort cheat you. Don't let your brain stop you from becoming the strongest version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, your brain will give you excuses, but your body will give you results. Train your brain, dominate your mind, and unleash your full power. Your brain is built for comfort, not growth. Your brain has one main job: survival. It doesn't care about six-pack abs, heavy lifts, or running marathons. It cares about keeping you safe, comfortable, and away from pain. That's why when you're under the barbell and your chest is burning, when you're on the treadmill and your lungs are screaming, your brain tells you, "Stop, slow down, rest." But here's the truth: comfort never built greatness. Comfort never built strength. Comfort never built the body you dream about. Growth only happens when you step into discomfort, when you push past the limits your brain sets for you. Think about it. Every time you start sweating, every time your heart pounds, every time your muscles ache, your brain throws up warning signs. It's not because you can't do more, it's because your brain is trying to keep you safe. But safety won't get you anywhere in fitness. Safety won't transform you. Safety won't make you strong. That's why you need to understand this. Your brain is designed to keep you alive, not to make you thrive. The difference between those who stay average and those who achieve greatness in fitness is simple. Winners learn to silence the comfort voice and keep pushing. Look around any gym. You'll see people stopping when it gets tough. You'll see people lifting light because it's comfortable. You'll see people quitting cardio when they start to breathe heavy. And then you'll see the few, the disciplined, the relentless, the ones who push through the pain. Those are the ones who get results. Those are the ones who reshape their bodies. Those are the ones who rise above average, because growth isn't found in the comfort zone, it's found in the struggle. Your muscles grow when you push them past the point of comfort, when you tear down fibers so they rebuild stronger. Your stamina improves when you run farther than you thought you could. Your willpower grows when you stay in the grind longer than your brain wanted you to. The brain whispers, "Take it easy," but the champion inside you must roar back, "No, I want more." That's the war. The battle isn't against the weights. It isn't against the treadmill. It isn't against the workout. It's against the brain that wants comfort over growth. So the next time you're in the gym and you hear that inner voice telling you to stop, remember, that's not your body failing, that's your brain trying to protect you, and that's exactly when you need to push. That's the moment of truth. That's where progress begins. You can train your muscles all you want, but if you don't train your brain, you'll always quit early. You'll always settle for good enough. And good enough will never get you the body you want. So stop listening to the comfort voice. Start rewriting the script. Start telling your brain, "I run this. I decide how far I go. I decide when I stop." Discipline is stronger than feelings, let's be real. Your feelings will betray you every single day. One morning you'll wake up motivated, and the next morning you'll want to stay in bed. Some days you'll feel like eating clean, and other days you'll crave junk food. Some days you'll feel like training, and other days you'll feel like quitting. If you base your fitness journey on feelings, you'll never make it. Why? Because feelings are temporary. Feelings come and go. But discipline is permanent. Discipline doesn't ask you how you feel. Discipline tells you what to do regardless of how you feel. Think about this. The champions you look up to, the ones with strength, speed, power, and shredded physiques, they don't get there by only training when they feel like it. No, they build their lives on discipline. They show up whether they're tired, hungry, or unmotivated. They lift even when their bodies are sore. They run even when their legs feel heavy. Why? Because discipline is stronger than feelings. Your brain will tell you, skip today. You deserve a break. Take it easy. You've done enough. That's feelings talking, and if you obey, you'll stay exactly where you are. But when you silence that voice and let discipline take control, you start to build momentum, and momentum is unstoppable. In the gym, discipline looks like finishing the set even when your muscles burn. It looks like doing cardio even when you hate it. It looks like sticking to your meal plan when your cravings scream at you. It looks like saying no to comfort and yes to progress, because discipline is a promise to yourself. Every rep is you keeping that promise. Every clean meal is you keeping that promise. Every early morning workout is you keeping that promise. And when you keep promises to yourself long enough, you start to build confidence. You start to trust yourself. You start to know that you're unstoppable. Motivation might get you started, but it won't carry you to the finish line. Discipline will. Discipline is what drags you out of bed when you're exhausted. Discipline is what keeps you focused when everyone else is partying. Discipline is what drives you to say, I'll do one more rep, I'll run one more mile, I'll keep going until I win. Remember this, your brain wants comfort, your feelings want comfort, but your discipline wants growth. And growth is what transforms you. Growth is what separates the average from the elite. Growth is what builds the body you dream about. So don't trust your feelings. Train your discipline. Feed your discipline. Strengthen your discipline, because the day your discipline takes control over your feelings is the day you start becoming unstoppable, not just in fitness, but in every part of life. Feelings are weak. Discipline is strong. And in the gym, in life, in the pursuit of greatness, you must choose strength over weakness, discipline over feelings, progress over comfort. That's how you control your brain. That's how you win. Pain is the language of progress. Let's talk about something most people run away from: pain. The moment you feel your muscles burning, the moment your lungs are gasping for air, the moment your body starts to ache, your brain screams, stop, this hurts, we can't handle it. And that's where most people quit. But here's the truth. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the language of progress. When you lift weights and feel your muscles tearing down, that's not weakness. It's growth being written into your body. When you run and your legs feel heavy, that's not failure. It's endurance being built inside you. When you feel discomfort, that's not your limit. It's your body breaking barriers and moving to the next level. Pain is the proof that you are alive, that you are pushing, that you are going beyond the ordinary. Comfort feels good in the moment, but comfort leaves you the same. Pain feels unbearable in the moment, but pain changes you forever. Think about every transformation story you've ever heard. None of them began with, I stayed comfortable, and everything got better. No, they all began with struggle. They all began with pushing past pain. They all began with someone who refused to quit when things hurt. Your brain hates pain because it wants safety, but safety will never build strength. The people who grow, the people who achieve, the people who become powerful are the ones who look pain in the face and say, this is my ticket, this is the price, this is how I rise. When you're under the barbell and your arms are shaking, that's not weakness, that's your body demanding growth. When your abs are on fire during core training, that's not punishment, that's progress happening in real time. When sweat is pouring, when your shirt is soaked, when your heart is racing, that's not suffering, That's the sound of your old self dying and your new self being born. But here's the catch. Your brain will do everything it can to convince you otherwise. It will tell you pain is bad. It will tell you discomfort means stop. It will tell you progress should feel easy. And that's why so many people stay average. They run away from the very thing that will set them free. Winners, on the other hand, embrace pain. They don't run from it. They chase it. They understand that every rep beyond the comfort zone is where the magic happens. They know that every mile past the point of quitting is where the real growth begins. They respect pain because they know pain is a teacher. Pain is the signal. Pain is the guide. So the next time you feel like quitting, remember, pain is not a wall, it's a doorway. Every drop of sweat is proof of progress. Every sore muscle is evidence of growth. Every burn is your body leveling up. If you can learn to love pain, you can learn to love progress. If you can train your brain to push through discomfort, you'll discover strength you never knew you had. And once you realize pain is the language of progress, you'll stop fearing it. You'll start speaking it fluently. Because in fitness, in life, in greatness, the truth is simple: no pain, no progress. One more rep trains the mind, not just the muscle. Every lifter, every runner, every athlete knows this moment, the moment when your body screams enough. You're mid-set, sweat dripping down, arms shaking, lungs on fire, and everything in you is begging for relief. Your brain says, drop the weight, stop running, you've done enough. But champions know something powerful. The rep that counts the most is the rep after you want to quit. That one more rep isn't just about training your muscles, it's about training your mind. Your muscles will grow, yes, but more importantly, you're building a mindset that refuses to surrender. You're teaching your brain that pain is not the end, that struggle is not defeat, and that limits are meant to be broken. Here's the truth: your brain sets false limits. It tells you you're done long before your body is actually finished. Science has proven that when you feel like you've hit your max, your body still has more in the tank. But your brain wants to hold you back, keep you comfortable, stop you from going further. That's why one more rep is everything. Every time you do it, you're not just training your biceps, your chest, or your legs. You're reprogramming your brain to understand that quitting is not an option. Think about it. Anyone can do the first rep. Anyone can start strong, but not everyone can push through when it hurts. Not everyone can dig deep when everything feels heavy. Not everyone can squeeze out one more rep when their body is on fire. That's why greatness is rare. That's why champions stand out. One more rep is about resilience. It's about grit. It's about building a version of yourself that doesn't fold under pressure. Because if you can do one more rep in the gym, you can do one more task in life. You can push through stress. You can endure challenges. You can keep going when others give up. Look at your favorite athletes. Look at bodybuilders, fighters, marathoners. Do you think they got there by stopping when it hurt? No, they became elite because they embraced one more rep. They pushed beyond the mental barrier. They treated every moment of struggle as an opportunity to get stronger, not just physically, but mentally. That's why I tell you, when your arms are trembling, when your legs are burning, when your lungs are screaming, don't drop the weight. Don't slow down, don't quit. Instead, whisper to yourself, one more rep. That's how you separate yourself from the crowd. That's how you prove to your brain that you are in control, not it. Remember this: muscles are built in the struggle, but champions are built in the mindset. And the mindset of a champion is forged one rep at a time, one decision at a time, one refusal to quit at a time. So the next time you think you've hit your limit, don't stop. Push, squeeze out that last rep, run that extra lap, hold the plank a few more seconds, not because your body needs it, but because your mind does. Every one more rep is a victory. Every one more rep is a declaration that you refuse to bow down to weakness. Every one more rep is proof that you are in control of your brain, not the other way around. And if you make one more rep your lifestyle, you won't just change your body, you'll change your destiny. Excuses are lies your brain tells you. Let's get brutally honest for a second. Most people don't fail because they're weak. They don't fail because they're unlucky. They don't fail because they don't have potential. They fail because they listen to the excuses their brain feeds them. Your brain is the greatest salesman of excuses. It whispers, "You're too tired, you worked hard yesterday, you don't have time today, you'll start tomorrow, one missed workout won't hurt, you've already done enough," and the dangerous part, those excuses sound so reasonable. They sound so logical. They make sense in the moment, but here's the truth. Excuses are lies. They're designed to keep you safe, to keep you comfortable, to stop you from pushing into the uncomfortable zone where growth actually happens. And the more you listen to them, the weaker you become, not just in your body, but in your mind. Think about this. How many times have you promised yourself, "Tomorrow I'll eat clean, tomorrow I'll go to the gym, tomorrow I'll push harder"? But when tomorrow came, your brain had a brand new excuse ready for you. And if you're honest, you've believed it. You've fallen for it. We all have. That's why discipline is rare. That's why results are rare. That's why most people stay stuck. Excuses are comfortable lies. They let you feel okay about quitting. They let you feel okay about skipping. They let you feel okay about staying average. But deep down, you know the truth. Every time you accept an excuse, you trade your progress for comfort. You trade your future for a moment of ease. You trade greatness for mediocrity. If you want to control your brain, you have to expose its lies. When your brain says you're too tired, tell it, "No, I'm stronger than I feel." When it says you don't have time, remind it, "I make time for what matters." When it says one missed workout won't hurt, answer back, "Every workout matters because every choice adds up." Winners understand this. Your brain will always try to protect you from effort. It will always try to convince you to stop. But if you learn to shut down the excuses and show up anyway, you become unstoppable. Look at the people who have built incredible physiques, who have transformed their bodies, who have achieved greatness in sports and fitness. Do you think they didn't hear excuses in their heads? Of course they did. Their brains screamed the same lies yours does. The difference is they didn't listen. They showed up when they didn't feel like it. They trained when they were tired. They pushed when it hurt. They kept promises to themselves even when their brains begged them not to. That's how discipline is built, by silencing excuses and replacing them with action. Discipline says, "I don't care how I feel. I don't care what my brain says. I show up. I work. I push. I win." The truth is, excuses don't burn calories. Excuses don't build muscle. Excuses don't transform lives. Action does, consistency does, grit does. So the next time your brain tries to sell you an excuse, don't buy it. Call it out for what it is, a lie, and then do the thing anyway. Go to the gym, lift the weight, run the mile, eat the clean meal, do what your future self will thank you for. Because the more you silence excuses, the more power you gain over your mind. And the more power you gain over your mind, the more unstoppable you become in your body. Remember this, excuses are cheap, but results are priceless. Stop listening to the lies. Start controlling the voice. Because you are stronger than every excuse your brain will ever invent. Control your brain. Control your life at the end of the day. Every workout, every set, every rep, every early morning, and every late night comes down to this. You must control your brain, because if you don't, it will control you. Your brain is a survival machine. It wants comfort. It wants safety. It wants the easy way. It will always whisper excuses. It will always tell you to stop. It will always try to convince you that good enough is enough. But you and I both know good enough never builds greatness. Think about it. The only difference between the person who quits and the person who succeeds is the decision to take control of the mind. Two people can have the same body type, the same gym, the same trainer, the same opportunity. But one listens to the excuses and the other silences them. One gives up when it hurts and the other pushes one more rep. One surrenders to weakness and the other commands the mind to keep going. That difference, that single decision, creates winners and losers. Your muscles don't grow because you stay comfortable. They grow because you step into discomfort. Your endurance doesn't build because you stop when you're tired. It builds because you keep running when your lungs are on fire. Your strength isn't forged when things are easy. It's forged when everything inside you is screaming to quit, and you push anyway. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, you reprogram your brain. Every time you embrace pain instead of avoiding it, you strengthen your mental armor. Every time you say, I will do one more rep, when your brain says, I can't, you take back control, and the more control you take, the less power your brain's lies have over you. This isn't just about fitness, this is about life, because how you train is how you live. If you fold under the weight in the gym, you'll fold under the weight of responsibility outside the gym. But if you build the discipline to control your brain under pressure, you'll carry that power into your career, your relationships, your goals, your dreams. Your body will transform, yes, but the real transformation is in your mind. That's why fitness is more than lifting weights. It's about lifting yourself. It's about becoming someone who doesn't quit, someone who doesn't break, someone who doesn't let fear, doubt, or excuses run their life. So here's my challenge to you. The next time you don't feel like training, go anyway. The next time you're tired, push anyway. The next time your brain screams, stop, whisper back, one more rep. Because if you can win the battle in your mind, you can win the battle in your body. And if you can win the battle in your body, you can win the battle in your life. Never forget this truth. Your brain is the lock, but discipline is the key. Use it, control it, command it. Because once you learn to master your brain, there is nothing, no weight, no challenge, no obstacle that can stop you.